There's a big difference between appreciating a beautiful piece of clothing and actually wanting to wear it. Hello and welcome to the final decluttering session of 2021. Today I am going through everything. If this is your first time here, what you need to know is that during the first half of the year I did a series of decluttering videos deciding what to keep, what to get rid of. Additionally, I had a category of items that were on probation. Basically all that this meant was that I was not sure but that they were at risk of being evicted. At least 85% of those items have been gotten rid of. Really, I should just trust my gut. So first thing I want to do though is I want to take my clothes out of my closet and my drawers and just see how much I have, because that way I am forced to at least finish going through that category because I can't go to bed until it's cleared off. Alright, let's go. You know how much I love a good time lapse. First though, I need to show you I made myself some soft boxes. Whee! They're super janky, but hey, they do the job. Okay, well, that is a lot. Granted, my coats are in there and I do have a lot of coats, so you know what? I think we'll get started with outerwear. So this is kind of my bum coat. It's great for roaming around the woods, I guess. This is my dressy coat. She doesn't get out a lot. This is the world's worst excuse for a raincoat. It protects me from neither wind nor rain, so it's kind of useless. I like to consider this my Sherlock or Schlock coat, but this is great when I just kind of want to blend in and don't want to be noticed, which is most times when I leave the house. This was a hand-me-down that is great as a snow coat because it is very, very warm. What's not great about it is that it's white and picks up every conceivable stain you can think of. That's redundant, isn't it? I never remember to wear this. Am I keeping it because I genuinely like it, or because everyone else tells me it's a wardrobe staple? That is the eternal question, isn't it? This is a hand-me-down vintage coat. It's not a color that I ever thought I would like, but I think this is freaking adorable. This is definitely my most worn jacket. It's just the one I feel most like myself in. This white leather jacket, on the other hand, it's so cute, but I never wear it. This was an impulse buy at Target from the men's section actually a couple years ago. I was like, hey, I love corduroy and this is heckin' warm, so let's do it. I thrifted this jacket expressly for the purpose of putting patches on it. Still a work in progress. And then this denim jacket I pulled out of the trash during college. I keep seeing more recently stuff that says denim jackets are just heinously out of style, and I'm like, are you kidding? Listen, if you have a denim jacket that you really like, just keep it, okay? They constantly come in and out of popularity, like faster than the regular trend cycle. I think denim jackets are eternal. And now on to blazers. I definitely have only been keeping this one because it reminds me of a blazer that Audrey Hepburn wears in Breakfast at Tiffany's. That's definitely why I bought it originally. I never find occasion to wear it. I hate to admit it because I spent a good deal of time altering this from a vintage dress I was handed down, but I don't think I'm ever gonna wear this. I did finally wear this out of the house the other day and I was very proud of myself. I did have this blazer with stuff I was going to sell, but the black velvet is just so nice. I want to give myself another chance to actually wear this, and this is my absolute favorite blazer. I forgot to include it in my previous decluttering videos because I had it stored with my coats for some reason, but this ain't going anywhere. So I have several of these quote-unquote mom cardigans. I definitely don't wear these as much as I used to. The black one is just okay. I'm reluctant to get rid of things that come in black. I don't feel like I need this yellow one anymore. I just don't feel spectacular in it and don't really want to wear it. I think the only reason I didn't get rid of this earlier this year is because Charles was like, no, I like that one. I'm sorry, dear. It needs to go. Likewise, I have this mustardy brown cardigan that I really loved for a while, but lately I'm just like, eh. I think the rest of these are fine though, although I am gonna put the pink one on probation. This super loose gray sweater that I've had forever now was on probation, but I think I'm gonna remove it from that list because it's just so comfortable. This is also not on probation. I think it was before. Where's my list? It wasn't on probation, but I know I said I had some doubts about it, and now I do not. And I had this gray cable knit one on probation. I know that for sure because it is on the list. And I'm gonna take this one off as well. I do really like it. Otherwise, these and these are my other sweaters that... Nope, just kidding, I have a few more. And these are all the other sweaters. I'm not gonna go through them one by one because I'm very hungry and these are all my definite keeps. I have way more sweaters than we actually have winter, but these spark joy. This is probably my favorite flannel. This was a hand-me-down that I repaired actually, but despite all that effort, I just don't want to wear it. This one I got at Target years ago, and this one I recently got from the men's section at Walmart. They have much better flannels in the men's section than the women's usually. I don't know what's up with that. Alright, rapid fire blouses, let's go. Keep. I just recently got this as a hand-me-down, but I don't think I love it. This one is gonna go on the replace list because I love a good basic white button-down. The only thing with this one in particular is I don't like the weird tier in the fabric, like the double layer that's happening. Keep. I might be ready to let this one go too. Yeah, because I think I wore it like a whopping one time this summer. Only because I struggle so much with what to wear in the summer and I have several things I can pair this with. I am going to keep it for now, but I have a feeling that next year will probably be my last year wearing this. Keep. I love the color of this blouse, but I don't like the way it fits. This is my absolute favorite black blouse. The ruffles, the necktie, the velvet on the collars, just... This one I am on the fence about. I think what I don't like is the ties in the front. This would be a lot easier to talk if I just actually put these things on, but then it makes this whole process take so much longer and I don't want to try on every single item. This is a good layering piece, so this is a keep. This is also keep. Do I want to put this on probation? It's starting to show its age. I've had this since college, so I'll put this one on probation. This is one of my favorite tops. This is definitely keep. Also keep. Okay, this one I do need to try on. I did alter it. There was another ruffle that went all the way around the neck and I took it off just because, well, if you've been around here long enough, you know by now that me and ruffles don't get along that great. So I definitely like it better without that ruffle, but that doesn't necessarily equate to me wearing it. This one is hard. This was one of the first items I ever altered, and I think that's why I'm so reluctant to part with it, but the truth is I have not been wearing it. I think I need to part with it. Go on, get out of here. I don't love you anymore. Definitely keep. I feel like I said I was getting rid of this in a previous video and then I changed my mind because I really like this color, but underneath some of my dresses it actually looks pretty cute. Keep. I think I need to part with this vintage beauty. I mean, the fabric is beautiful, the pleats down the front, the buttons, like... but I don't find myself wanting to wear it. There's a big difference between appreciating a beautiful piece of clothing and actually wanting to wear it. This one I haven't worn either, but the color is definitely more in my wheelhouse, something I could see myself wearing. Keep. This one also hurts me a little bit. I'm obsessed with the collar, but last time I tried this on, it really is just a little too small. Even with this bra that I have on that kind of pushes me down a bit, it's still gapping and the sleeves are very much too short and I look like the guy from the Berries and Cream commercial, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's so cute, but it's just a little too small. I need to let this one go. Keep. Definitely keep. I love this one. It was a hand-me-down from my mom,
and it is fantastic.
This was from a thrift flip alteration project, and I quite like it, but I haven't really found the perfect way to style it yet. These were in my to be altered pile last time I decluttered, but I decided to give up on fixing them and have just been wearing them. These, however, I do not love. I feel very frumpy in them, so these are going. I don't love the fit of these either. I don't think they're that flattering, so these are going. These are a little more bootylicious than I care for, but they've come in handy on really miserably hot days, so these are definitely on the list to be replaced. Same goes for these. I don't love the way they fit, but again, when it's really hot out, I don't want to not have any shorts to choose from. Point being, I'm definitely shopping for better fitting shorts next spring because you know what? I freaking deserve shorts that fit me good, okay? These are some hand-me-down shorts that probably don't need to be hanging on a hanger, but the rest of my shorts are, so I decided they should hang out together. I did finally get around to adding a belt strap to the back of these slacks. Keep. These are some loose-fitting, like flowy, wide leg pants that I got as a hand-me-down. These are actually athletic pants that I use as my snow pants, but I don't know if they fit. The answer is barely. We don't get big snow days too often, so I'll keep them because they do fit. They're fine. You can pry my skinny jeans from my cold dead millennial hands because I am still in my emo phase. So I thought these were just regular high-waisted skinny jeans when I bought them online from ThredUp. By the time I realized that they're actually jeggings and don't have front pockets, it was much too late to return them. I mean, at least they fit. I got these cropped jeans for $6 at the thrift store.
Nice.
I go back and forth about how I feel about this pair of jeans, but from these jeans I have learned that I do not like the button fly, and I don't like heavily distressed items. I am constantly sticking my foot in it. As glad as I am that we have more diversity in the jean pool these days, I just don't love bootcut jeans. I mean, these fit great. They make me look short. So this kind of is like a cargo mini skirt. This, on the other hand, I am not an animal print person. I keep trying to try animal print, thinking maybe I just haven't found the right piece or the right combination. And the frustrating thing with this is I actually altered this. So you know what? This was a great sewing lesson, but I'm not gonna wear it. Sorry, cheetah girls. I've kept this gray pencil skirt because some part of me is like,
I don't know, I might need to be super professional on a random occasion.
it's very unlikely I'll need to wear it. We're on thin ice, baby. I know the last time this dress appeared, I said I was going to alter it into a different silhouette or something, and I just never did. It keeps ending up back in my closet. I keep telling myself, well, maybe I'll wear it as is. I just don't love wrap dresses. This needs to stay in my alterations bin until I either make it an A-line or turn it into a skirt or something. This dress is so antithetical to everything that I like wearing. It is brightly colored, it has a bunch of ruffles, but for some reason I can't part with it. Is this an ideal self-clothing item? I am selling these two dresses. I'll see if I can find a clip to put it side by side, but this one was much longer and much rufflier. So obviously I just cropped it and shortened the sleeves a little bit. I think it is so much better on me this way. It doesn't drag me down, it's less ruffly. I think this was on probation before. Yeah, it was. So now I can officially take this off probation because I fixed it and I like it. I spent so much time altering this last summer, but I
have never wanted to wear it.
For one, I just don't love rompers because, like, what is this? I know this is just because I invested so much time into it. If I can't find a way to style it that works for me, I will let this go, but not today. Okay, so clearly I have a bunch of little black dresses that are almost the same. This little spaghetti strap one, though, I've mostly been keeping to layer under things so that it mostly ends up being a skirt. So I think I'm just gonna turn it into a skirt. So this was on probation, and I'm going to take it off probation because I realized while it doesn't really suit me as a dress on its own, it works really great to layer with other things. So you've probably seen this exact same dress on everyone you know and their mother, because we all bought it from Amazon. I removed the ruffle that was around the whole neckline and went around the back. Me and ruffles don't get along, but now I like it so much better. Big time swooshy factor. I finally had a place to wear this the other day, and I felt pretty good in this dress, so I am gonna keep it. Yeah, this can officially come off of probation. This dress is so adorable, although I feel like our time together is slowly drawing to a close. I don't know, but for some reason I feel like I should put this on probation. I'm pretty sure I put this on probation back in the spring, and I did try to alter it. I actually fully removed these ruffles, and by tucking it in, you can kind of get an idea of what that should look like.
But no,
it looked really dumb for some reason without the ruffles.
So I reattached them.
It's really cute, but the truth is I wouldn't buy this again. Similar situation with this one. I altered it to remove the shoulder ruffles that hung off of it, thinking that maybe I would fall back in love with this, but this is definitely not something I would buy today. I think my time with this dress has come and gone. This one's kind of hard. I think because there are several very good memories with this dress. That's okay, I have pictures. You know what? I wasn't planning on putting this one on any lists, but it is quite tight around the shoulders when I try to move my arms. I don't think I really end up wearing this in situations where I need to move that much, but it is something to consider. Let's tackle this stuff. This can go. I don't really use activewear tops. A regular t-shirt works fine. I've been keeping this shirt because I like this color on me, but I'm kinda just tired of it. Charles bought me this Full Metal Alchemist shirt at the thrift store. I'm not really sure why he bought it for me, but I actually haven't seen this show yet, so until I actually watch it, trust me, it's on my list. I don't feel like I can wear this, because then I'm just a poser. These are pajama shorts I actually made from a dress that I used to have, but I don't love them. I mean, you know, good practice making shorts. I've worn them a few times, so they work, they didn't fall apart, but I just don't like them that much, so I'm gonna get rid of them. You don't have to keep stuff just because you made it. You know what? I didn't even remember what this was. Obviously, I don't need this if I don't remember even having it. I think I do need to model this one. Hold on. This is my absolute favorite t-shirt right now. It's very big on me, which was intentional. It's just so comfortable that way. It is from Emo's Not Dead, created by Matt Cutshall. You should definitely check it out. It's hilarious. I'm obsessed with this right now. All right, welcome to day 2. Yes, it is taking that long. These are my tried and true boots. They're not going anywhere. I picked these up at the thrift store a couple months ago. I think they're really cool. I just haven't worn them yet. So these water shoes that I was very optimistic that I would use, I think it's time to part ways with them. Goodbye. Even though I didn't get to wear either of these this year, I really like them. I have 2 pairs of sandals, again, black and brown because I'm predictable. These slippers, the fur just makes me sweat and is very uncomfortable, and it just kind of gets gross, so I think I'm gonna throw these away. I wish I could donate them, but they're all matted and no one would buy that. I guess I'll see if I can recycle these. All right, what's in this bin? Oh, these are just my theater shoes. And then in this bin, this is the one pair of shoes. I think I had 6 that were on probation, and this is the only pair that I've decided to take off probation and not get rid of. At this point, I pretty much am never going to wear these out of the house because they're quite uncomfortable, but they work for a lot of costumes. I may put these with my theater shoes. And then for dressier heels that I don't need very often, I have these 2. And let's not forget this pair that I have never worn and I don't know if I ever will, but I'm keeping them. Oh no, is there schmutz on this? I really would love an opportunity to wear these, but it might never happen, and if I have to pass these on to one of my future children, that's fine. So every now and then I just look at them longingly. The Vans are still working out pretty good for me. Those aren't going anywhere. These, however, my
But ugly.
bright orange Nikes. The thing is, even though they're not falling apart at all, they still do their job. They have been hurting my feet lately a little bit, and oh, they're so ugly. I think it might be time to replace these. I need to stop feeling bad about replacing stuff that isn't working for me just because it still is functional and in good condition. Like, they're not working for me. Oh, there's a little burr on them, probably from running around in the woods. Still got the red Converse, and I finally bought myself a pair of white sneakers. I need to clean mine. But this was something I'd been wanting to add to my wardrobe for a while, so I'm glad I got these. Oh, flip-flops, of course. Oh, there's still sand in them. Still have these guys. I got these gorgeous leather shoes, leather heels at the thrift store for $3. Probably because this is broken. I've been meaning to take them to the shoe repair place locally, and I just haven't done that yet, so I'm actually gonna take these off the shelf and make a note to do that within the next month. And lastly, my saddle shoes. Again, I don't wear these all that often, but I know I would regret it if I got rid of them. All right, let's tackle accessories. Definite keep. This is currently in use, so obviously I'm keeping it. I love this thing, and I found water in it. Score. I really like this bag, but I don't know if I've ever used it outside of the house, like outside of a few outfit videos. So I never actually got around to altering this gym bag during my accessories decluttering video. This just needs to live in the alterations bin until I actually do that.
Yeet.
That almost knocked down my light. I did, however, get around to fixing this. It had a few holes in it. They are all patched up now. And this bag I haven't used yet because despite changing out the strap for a better one, it's actually a little bit too long, so I need to alter this again. This one I use all the time. This one I use all the time. This one is stinking adorable, but I don't think I've ever used it. It really is just so small. Like there's just not much to it. This one I took off the bow in my accessory decluttering video. I think it's so much cuter with the embroidery that I did, but I don't think it's really my style. And this one's really cool, so this one's definitely staying. And then belts, I got rid of quite a few, and now I'm really just down to brown and black belts, which suits me just fine. That tends to be what I want to wear anyway. This is probably the only outlier, my Teen Titans one. I'm taking this one off of probation only because Charles said he would wear it. So if I don't wear it, he will. Corset belt, which I absolutely love. And the only one I'm unsure of, it's this obi belt. I guess you wrap it around the middle and then you're supposed to do something here. Like, I don't know how to tie it. It's a little foreign to me, but I feel like it has a lot of potential to work well with the things in my wardrobe, so I'm gonna keep it for now. Definitely on probation. So I still have a million hair scarves and scrunchies, and I have no plans of parting with them, except whatever this is. I don't know. I don't know what this is. These two are winter scarves. I'm obsessed with this orange one. This scarf I bought as a decoration for my dark academia nook that I made last November. I don't know if I'll end up wearing it, but I think it's lovely, so I'm not gonna get rid of it. And then I have 3 pashmina scarves. I got rid of the gray one, and I think I am gonna get rid of this multicolored one. I like it, I'm just probably not gonna wear it. My 2 beanies. Well, these are technically beanies too. Well, these are like the slouchy beanie. These are wintry beanies. Charles hates all of them. He says these make me look like Squidward, and he says these make me look like a child. And then winter gloves, and then the other seasonal stuff that I have is my swimsuits. And actually, this year I found a dress at the thrift store that I really liked as a cover-up. It's just a black dress with the hibiscus flowers on it. This was a thrift flip I did a couple years ago, and it definitely served its purpose, but I found one that I like better. I don't need this anymore. I think I'm just gonna donate this. Black one piece, keep. Blue gingham one piece, keep. I feel like I'm still searching for the perfect bikini top to go with these high-rise black bottoms, but I don't want to get rid of any of the ones that I have right now because they do work with it, at least well enough. Actually though, these are going to be on probation. Sometimes they're super tight and I'm like popping out of them, and sometimes they fit great. Depending on how they fit next summer, they may have to go, but otherwise I'm going to keep what I have. It all fits in my drawer just fine. And there's one last category I want to touch on before we wrap up, and that is clothing items that I told myself I would alter or thrift flips I thought I would do that I really just need to let go of. First up is this mauve top that I love the color, but the fabric is crap. I don't think I'm gonna make anything out of this that I actually like. This top that I actually did alter last summer, and I just realized I'm never actually gonna wear it. It's not really my style, and then I thought I could make a Wendy's cosplay, yes, from the fast food chain. But I actually don't have that much motivation to do that, even though it would be kind of cool. I think it'd be better just to pass this shirt on. This is an adorable blue polka dot dress that my mom gave me as a hand-me-down. I was thinking it would be really cute to turn into like a 2-piece play suit set for the summer, which I totally could do, honestly, just for the sewing practice, but I don't think I would wear the end result because I'm just not big on polka dots and I'm not big on bright colors, so I think it would be better to give someone else the chance to wear this as a dress. This was a pair of my husband's jeans that I thought I could make shorts for myself out of, but yeah, the crotch is made totally differently than women's pants, so it was not gonna fit me. And then this is a vintage 2-piece set of a skirt and a top. I was gonna keep the fabric to maybe make something out of, but again, not really something that suits me color-wise, so it would be better to just pass this along as well. So yeah, I just wanted to cover that briefly because I know I'm not the only one who needs to be told to let go of a few project ideas. It's okay. And this will make room for the alterations and the projects that I actually do want to do. And here are the final piles. To the left is stuff that needs some kind of fixing or alterations to be done, so I need to sort out what is a major alteration versus what's just a quick fix. The pile to the right is everything that is going away. So with this, I'm going to sort out what I'm just going to donate versus what I'm going to send into ThreadUp to see if I can hopefully make a few pennies off of it. And then I just have one thing that I'm going to be selling myself. And here's a side-by-side comparison of this previous year's probation list to this upcoming year's list. As you can see, I had a lot more on probation this previous year with 44 items in total, 10 of which I decided to keep, and this upcoming year I only have 23 items on probation. So I'd say that's an improvement. I completely forgot to show you the after pile of all my clothing yesterday, but I can show you how it is organized now in the wardrobe. It's approximately the same, but there is a little bit more space with the dresses now. I moved my skirts down here, sweaters are here, all my pants are at the bottom, and then all my tops are up at the top with blazers, then cardigans, and then everything else sorted by color.
Wow. Wow.
So this was a bit of a long one, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you've been here through the whole decluttering process, thank you. I hope this was some decluttering motivation that you needed. Go forth and do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, let's get just started. Let's just get words. How do words? Focus over here, focus over here. Okay. Oops, I have black underwear on. Don't look at that. Every now and then they are the best option.
What's your profanity?
Sounds almost bad.